Hey everyone and welcome to Xbox Ultimate. Today for Xbox Insiders, the PC app has had a major update. First of which, cloud gaming is now enabled in the PC app directly, meaning you now have access to over 100 plus games directly in the PC app to game on the cloud with no installation. The other piece of news is that if you have an Xbox console, remote play is also enabled in the Xbox app directly. So let's dive into the remote play first, and then we'll have a look at some cloud gaming play. So I thought I would dive in on Microsoft Flight Simulator to see just how good the remote play is. And straight away I noticed that I started getting these scanning effects. For the most part it does look extremely good, but we're getting a lot of stream compression. And even though that you would expect that locally this should be absolutely flawless, even on my Wi-Fi, which is using the Nest Wi-Fi with a combination of wired and wireless on the 5 GHz band, I was getting a lot more stream compression and scanning effects than I would expect. Much more than I've seen even using cloud gaming services, so I was quite surprised that the remote play was this poor. When things aren't going too crazy, you can see that the quality does look quite good. But as soon as we start having a few things going on like movement, those artifacts come back in and we get some real bad scanning and artifacting as we come into this bit, which got quite distracting, and I wasn't able to keep control of the plane once it was at a lower speed. Latency wise it didn't feel like there was any, but the distraction of these scanning and artifacts was not a pleasant experience. So hopefully this is something that will get ironed out in updates with the remote play, but for now I would caution using remote play too much. So let's have a look at the cloud play aspect. Looking at the Ascent here on the cloud, using the PC app over the browser is a huge quality boost here. Although I'm not particularly great at the Ascent in general, and I think I was just on a mode a little bit too difficult for me here, you can't deny that the quality of the stream is absolutely superb, far better than what I was seeing on the remote play. So they definitely have got quite an increase over the browser, and is definitely something worth having a go on. So let's have a look at Battlefield 5. You may have noticed on the channel, if not, you will see a Battlefield 5 on Xbox Cloud Gaming recently, as this was a fairly new addition using the browser. If you look at the PC app version here, you can see that it looks far cleaner, and this is actually being played at 1440p, so you can really see the increase in quality here. Latency wise there was none, as I was using a wired Xbox Series X controller as usual, as I like to keep that latency to a minimum as much as possible. And you can see here that it's actually again better than playing on the console through remote play. So if you are away from your console or your TV is in use by somebody else, I'm actually finding that the cloud gaming version is working better than remote for me here. But obviously that's not always going to be the case, so it will be very interesting to see how these two compare going forwards. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Xbox and Game Pass Ultimate, and we will see you next time.